say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. D.A. will join us tonight on the sideline. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. Now
Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Drew Eubanks out there with Brown, and it's Porter at small forward. And for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Robinson, and it's Branham in at the 2. Clark, it's tough to wear down. Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Black's subbed in for Suggs. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Warriors. Porter comes in for Brown. Magic moving the ball around. Pass to Branham. To the inside. Here's Carter. He nails it, and we're tied up.
You know, the thing about Carter, even though he loves to play with his back to the bucket, he can also face you up and knock down the jump shot.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Banchero. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. 5 to shoot. Sweet move. Porter pulls it in. And it's Porter with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Left side, Curry. Porter with the screen for Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got 12.
And it just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Here's Branham. This game he had 28 points. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Branham's got the game tied up here for the Magic. Curry passes to Porter. Now Podziemski. Pass to Markkanen. Fires the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Markkanen's got his second bucket.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Wagner on the wing, guarded by Porter. Here's Branham. Beyond the arc. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Warriors leading by 3. It's up a 3. Porter kicks to Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Pass to Branham. And it's Banchero top the key. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Now Porter, still scoreless. Here's Markkanen. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And Markkanen is low down inside close to the bucket. When he's got nice positioning, he's really comfortable inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamahl Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Howard's checked in for Orlando. The Warriors also with a sub. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. A chance to check out stats for Porter. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's getting around 28 points per, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Yeah, they're scuffling at the line. Struggling is a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there. Now it's just a matter of knocking them down.
Here's Branham. 8 points for him. This one for 3. Porter, no luck.
Putting up a goose egg, bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
And the basket is good. Wagner's got 9 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Here's Branham after the Warriors pick up 3. Black the pass to Wagner. Here's Branham for 3. It's hauled in by Watson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that one's good by Porter.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Bitadze. Nothing on the board. Down low. Stolen by Markkanen. Porter in the corner. From deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Black the pass to Bitadze. Wagner outside. Bangs home the trifecta. 12 points for him.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Curry. The kick out to Porter. Curry passes to Porter. Outside Curry. Unloads. The rebound by Bitadze.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Wagner against Porter. Pass to Branham. To the middle. Here's Bitadze. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. We'll return shortly. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got Howard, also Carter out there, and it's Bitadze in at the center. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Here's Branham. Black dishes to Carter. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Porter. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got 3 assists in the game. The Magic shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Pass to Bitadze. Now here's Howard. He's covered by Watson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Bitadze. They set the pick. Howard, the pass to Carter. Here's Black. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Porter dishes to Markkanen. Back to Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Gay. Golden State moving the ball around. And they're moving it up. On up the court. Carter with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Porter. He's got 8. Outside, Markkanen. And the Warriors miss again. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Black. He's guarded by Markkanen. A nice shot by Howard.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And how about we check the numbers for him?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Brown is checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski finds Brown. Howard against Markkanen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Look at Orlando. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
And right now for the Magic, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pack.
Franz Wagner's checked in for the Magic. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. Had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Porter. Suggs with the steal. Jumps up. And Suggs throws it down.
Hey, the moment Suggs picks their pocket, he's gone. Then he spots his opening in transition and converts. Well done.
Porter with it. Picked up by Suggs. Outside, Markkanen. Good good, and a nice assist from Porter. Markkanen's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Wagner against Markkanen. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Suggs clearly on a mission right there. He went to the line looking for payback.
To the paint, here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Well, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now, here's Wagner. He's got 12. Here's Branham. He's defended by Podziemski. And it's Wagner missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Porter looking it over. Podziemski on the wing. There's a screen by Porter. And another 3 for Golden State.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You've got to be tougher defensively.
Wagner against Markkanen. Wagner outside. And finished off by Wagner.
Really like how Wagner is really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Orlando making some changes. Lyle comes in for Carter. And it's Banchero in for Black. Then for the Warriors, Michael Porter comes in for Markkanen. And it's Stephen Curry in for Peyton Watson. Now here's Curry. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Outside, Porter. Up top, Curry. He's covered by Suggs. Porter. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
So it's the Warriors now, following the three-pointer by Orlando. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. Orlando leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Inside. And finished off by Banchero.
Banchero just attacking the rim. Going up over the defense that time.
Right side Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Banchero. Boucher with a screen on Porter. Here's Banchero. That's short off the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. Porter, no luck.
their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Suggs kicks to Black. Off target from three-point range.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And Caro outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Banchero's got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Orlando.
Well, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Chris Boucher. The Warriors also with a sub. Watson, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. Here's Watson. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Here's Curry with the three. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Here's Black. Banchero outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Porter, no luck. Magic leading by 5. Now, here's Suggs. 17 points for him last game against Denver.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Now, here's Porter. 8 points for him. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Black, and uses both hands to jam it in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now, here's Watson. He has yet to score. Back to Curry, trying to get something going. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. Watson's got 4 assists in the game.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here's Wagner. 16 points for him. Warriors with the rebound. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. To the middle, here's Porter. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 4-point Magic lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Black the pass to Suggs. Here's the screen. Porter against Wagner. Count the basket. Wagner's got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Porter. He's got 10. Porter finds Porter. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Wow! Magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
And the lightning-quick release of Curry really came in handy there.
Pass to Banchero. Another shot. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait.
The previous play is under review.
See if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Hawks, no one can play a perfect game. So they'll have to do a few things to come close. Taking good shots, communicating well defensively, and outwork those guys across from you, Shaq. Word.
Checking back in on that first half now, Franz Wagner was cooking.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Warriors trail by 4, and Golden. Here's Curry, 32 points in the game. Here's Podziemski, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. To the paint, here's Branham. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Curry looking it over. Pass to Markkanen from past the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Here's Branham. He's got 13. Down low, just 5 to shoot. Robinson kicks to Wagner. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Franz Wagner, number 1.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, there's no question. He is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down from his spot on the wing.
Now, here's Markkanen. 11 points in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate. What a leader. What a player.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. The free throw drops for Curry.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Carter outside. Back to Wagner. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Pass to Black. Robinson a screen on Curry. Back to Robinson. Here's Branham. Takes the three. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That's good from Porter on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Black. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. It's Carter, high post. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Robinson. And the layup falls.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Outside, Porter. He's looking for Porter and finds him. Outside, Markkanen. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Markkanen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get hype, Orlando. It's time for 3, 2, 1,
Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando. Howard comes in for Franz Wagner. And the Warriors also making a change. Watson's checked in. Here's Black. He's guarded by Markkanen. Black the pass to Bitadze. Shoots over Curry. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Markkanen. He's got 14.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Black. He's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
And Markkanen drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Branham. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Branham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now, here's Watson. No scoring in this one. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
The Magic making a switch here. Achiuwa's checked in. Outside Curry. Curry making it look so easy.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here's Black, guarded by Curry. The shot. The Warriors pull it in. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Porter in the corner. Hey, right there. And he uses the glass on the layup. Porter's got 14 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leading, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic. Markkanen dishes to Curry. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Magic trail by 13. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. Wendell Carter is out there with Howard. And it's Black in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Wagner finds Carter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now here's Brown. Outside, Markkanen. And the 3 off target.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Wagner against Porter. Wagner passes to Suggs. Here's Black. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Porter kicks to Porter. Pass to Brown. Wagner against Porter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Magic trail by 11. Suggs up top. Levert defending. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Warriors. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. From down low. Uses the glass to drop it in. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there.
Carter sets the pick for Suggs. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. That shot wide open. Markkanen's got 19 points.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Wagner passes to Suggs. Carter with a screen on Markkanen. Launches a 3. That's good, and the Warrior leaders get back down to 11. Some big points there from Suggs.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's Porter. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Carter. And the Warriors also making a change. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter finds LeVert. Watson, that's for 2. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Suggs passes to Black. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Suggs throws it down.
Cleared to fly. Here comes Mr. Suggs lifting off.
Pass to Brown. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Magic. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Magic trail by 10. Pass to Black. Back to Wagner. Robinson, a screen on Porter. To the inside. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Check out Wagner running the play there and helping his team find an opening.
Outside Porter. Eubanks with it. Brown deciding where to go with it. Right side Porter. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Now, here's Porter. They set the pick. Yes, that goes in. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wagner fearless in his attack and aggressive with it as well, forcing the defensive foul.
And the Warriors with some changes. Watson, he's checked in for Eubanks. Podziemski's coming in for Michael Porter. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Caris LeVert. Warriors leading by 7. Porter with it. Pass to Curry. Brown with a screen on Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Good work there as it goes.
A reliable passer leaves obvious openings, and Suggs is going to help his team take advantage of it.
And here's Porter. The screen from Brown. Floats one up. Porter, no luck. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Banchero's a bucket now. He can flat out just score the ball. Nice move there.
Here is Porter following the bucket by Orlando. Pass to Watson. Golden State moving it around. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Curry's got 39.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the Magic, Howard's checked in for Wagner. And it's Anthony Black in for Suggs. And Golden State also making a change. Markkanen's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Curry. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. Down low. Podziemski on the wing. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find. You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Banchero dishes to Black. Banchero a screen on Curry. Here's Black, guarded by Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Black. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Here's Porter. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got 6 assists in the game.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Tipped away. Porter with the steal. Pass to Watson. And Watson slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
It's Porter outside, and the 3 ball is good. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's Banchero. Oh, what a finish!
Good. Powerful throwdown that time by Banchero. Big-time athleticism.
Outside, Porter. Curry on the wing. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And that one's good by Porter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Branham, the pass to Banchero. It's Black in the corner. Banchero with the screen. Shot clock at 5. Black kicks to Banchero. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Porter. Outside Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Orlando making some changes. Wagner comes in for Howard. And it's Suggs in for Black. Golden State also making some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Markkanen. Brown comes in for Peyton Watson. And it's Michael Porter in for Brandon Podziemski. Banchero against Brown. Banchero, that's good.
Showing why he was drafted first overall, Paolo Banchero has been a hoop getter tonight.
Warriors leading by 10. Porter passes to Curry. Here's Eubanks. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Outside for Curry. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic.
You know, Banchero's difficult to match up with because of his versatility, especially when he's aggressively looking to score.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Now Curry. Pass to Porter. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Wagner. They get it back. Porter tries to keep it alive. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Banchero against Brown. Banchero inside. It's deflected. Outside, Porter. Curry passes to Porter. Some nice passing by Golden State. 6 on the shot clock. Porter against Suggs. On its way from Curry for 2. And the Warriors miss again. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Banchero. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And it's now 23 points for Paolo Banchero. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now, here's Porter. Outside Curry. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Suggs. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, that's a combination of power and willpower. Suggs refusing to let the foul stop his shot.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Curry. To the middle. Here's Eubanks. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
That's the aggressiveness they want Wagner to have. Force the defender into a tough spot.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Right against LeVert. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall as long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game. That we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.